Welcome everyone to After the Bell. This is, I don't know what episode this is, and I'm not going to look it up, and it is what it is. We are back After the Bell. It's Monday. Raw's coming on tonight. I have questions. You have sent them in. I will do what I do. Alright. Some of these are from Facebook. Some of these are from YouTube. I don't have them from Twitter. I don't remember why I don't have them from Twitter, but send them in on Twitter as well. Hashtag ATB. There you go. This is from Dave Phelps. What is your favorite tag team championship design? I like the WCW World Tag Team Championship that was around 2000, the ones the Hardys won, and as well as the design that Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson wore. Not sure what date that is. You are referring to the NWA World Tag Team Championships that are still around today. That same design is still exists today, used by the current champions, whose name escapes me at the moment.
Dark City Fight Club.
Thank you, sir. I thought it was that, but I didn't want to spew it out and be wrong. Those belts are cool. The WCW tag belts, okay. I am personally a complete and utter mark and a mainstream mark at that. I like the old WWF Tag Team Championships from the 80s up until whatever it was, 2003 or whatever, the ones that the classic champions wore, the Hart Foundation, the Bulldogs, Strike Force, Demolition, the Legion of Doom, the Nasty Boys, Money Inc., all those guys. I like those belts the best, and those belts are my favorite by far. And if out there's a generous person who'd like to buy 2 tag belts with that design, by all means, me and Jay will wear them, because pretty sure those are Jay's too, or at least one of Jay's favorites. Alright. Twisted J. Has Bob Backlund gone to the Hall of Fame, or does he deserve to be inducted? Thank you. He is not the Hall of Fame. Does he deserve it? Absolutely. This for the record, this is WWE Hall of Fame, not the other Hall of Fames that are out there in La La Land. Well, yes.
Do my question.
What's your question? Wait. Hang on to it. Give me a second. Bob Backlund is not in the Hall of Fame. I don't think he wants to be in the Hall of Fame. I think he's been offered it and turned it down because he doesn't want anything to do with McMahon anymore. I think that's what I hear anyway. You talking about your question about the name?
Yes.
Okay. Jade brought up a question the other night in conversation about which, if any, wrestlers had started in wrestling with their real names and ended up becoming a gimmick name as a result. And there were so many that we came up with. Sherry Martel became Peggy Sue. Was top of my list because we were watching WrestleMania. The hell we were watching? WrestleMania 5? WrestleMania 5 where he fought... don't remember. Anyway. Sherry was there as Peggy Sue. Now that Steve Austin changed his name, you went from the Ringmaster to Steve Austin. You had, who else was there? Who else out there? What's that?
Too many.
Too many out there to go with, but throw them out there to me, guys. Who do you remember came in as a real name and ended up being a gimmick name and had success and stayed as that gimmick for a long time? In one federation. I'm not talking about Stunning Steve Austin and then became the Ringmaster and then became all that stuff. Just one single federation. If you have confusion on the question, so do I. Alistair Keffer. Hey, what's up, Jeff? Love all the shows from Casa D18 Studios. Just wondering when John Cena first became U.S. and Heavyweight Champion and changed the belts. Was that his idea? And if so, did he have to have Vince's permission, or was that Vince Creative's idea? Just wondering. Keep doing your thing, homie. You saw the grammar. Both belt changes, I believe, were John's idea. You have to get approval from Vince and all that stuff, but I think it was John's idea. The U.S. Championship change, I believe, was in his 3rd reign as U.S. Champion, after he had come back from the stabbing incident against Carlito and Jesus, and he had debuted this feud not too long after that. The WWE Championship was April. I have the date. April 12th, 2005 edition of SmackDown, I believe it was, when he lowered the belt from the ceiling after basically saying that the championship belt was going to be, the Undisputed title was going to be retired. So, there's that. So, 7 years later, still have it. Just go away. Doesn't spin anymore. Useless. There you go. I still want it. World title belt. But Sean Proctor, should the WWE induct Sting into the Hall of Fame, even if he never works a match for the WWE, or make a 3-disc DVD set about his career, since he was the main guy in WCW? Yes to both. He goes like Vergani in the WWE Hall of Fame, and people like that, Gordon Soley. You know, definitely should have Sting in the Hall of Fame. Excuse me. And as far as the 3-disc set, you know, they own the whole library of Sting's career except for TNA, so I don't see why not. I say go for it. You know, once he agrees to it. Don't do it without his permission, obviously. But yeah, I would definitely be all for a Sting DVD. That'd be awesome. It's from Adam Buskirk. I know you said on other episodes that this will probably be Undertaker's last match at Mania, but considering that he took a 10-month hiatus and got 2 surgeries that he needed, do you think that since he got those surgeries, he has a few more matches in him? I mean, since he usually takes a break after Mania anyways, and he'll probably do so after WrestleMania 28, could he take the same amount of time off as he did this time and use that time to heal up even more so he could do a few more matches? I think April 1st is it. 20-0, out. That's it. It'll be his last hurrah. The last ride, if you will, into the sunset. And I really want them to use JJ's idea. Go back and watch Dad's from a couple weeks ago. Watch the episode about JJ's idea about using the Bible scripture in The Undertaker's departure from WWE. Effing brilliant. Effing brilliant. Do that. Alright, now we're on to the YouTube questions. This will be good. Bad Axe Entertainment. Let's say Undertaker has another match at next year's WrestleMania. Okay, this is... And would you rather see him face Punk, Jericho, or Cena? Thanks, keep up the good work. He's faced Punk. Not at Mania, but he's faced Punk and dominated that feud. Jericho... I don't think Jericho will be around too much longer after Mania, because he said he wanted to face Punk, and that would be the gist of what he does. Cena would be the obvious choice. I've said that before. As far as if they're going to end the streak, it would have to be John Cena. I don't think they should end the streak. I think that if he does face Cena, he should be 21-0. But if they were to do it, it should be him. This is okay. This name is ridiculous. It's George Cushney from Twitter. I recognize the last name, but his name on Twitter is GCushing1982. Wanted to ask you and JJ this question: does The Rock saying he'll be next WrestleMania mean that he'll actually wrestle, or that he is going to the Hall of Fame, with New York and New Jersey being where he debuted for WWE? Your thoughts? Good question. He did debut in the Garden at Survivor Series 96. If you're going to go with that theory about the Hall of Fame, it should be at WrestleMania 30 when they're at the Garden. Will he wrestle again?
Or it should have been this year since they're in Miami.
Yes, it's all hometown. Yeah, seriously, that would have been. I mean, they had his father and grandfather in Orlando, which has nothing to do with him really. It was in Florida. That's it. I was there for that all night. So much so they had to cut Flair's time. Oh my God. As far as wrestling again, it seems like he's going to be an active participant, because he's saying he's going to be there and he's going to be involved, and if he is, we talked about this on, I don't know if we talked about it on the show or we talked about it just on the couch. If he does come back and appears more than 3 times in the course of a year, I'm all for The Rock coming back. Like I said, I dislike The Rock being back because of the lack of involvement. If he comes back and sticks around for more than a few appearances, go for it. Once a month, once every other month, maybe I can tolerate. But, once, twice in the span of 2 months, and then doesn't come back till November, and then doesn't come back until March, bullshit. Who has a better streak, Andre or The Undertaker? This is from WWE Anime Fans with a Z. If you look at it from a strictly kayfabe perspective, you have to go with Andre, because Andre was undefeated for 15 years, never lost a single match. But look at it this way. Andre did lose matches by count and disqualification in the course of that 15-year career before he lost to Hogan at WrestleMania 3. Undertaker, on the grand stage, has won 19 straight matches. Granted, he's been around for 19 WrestleManias as far as wrestling on those WrestleManias. So it's really, in my opinion, it's apples and oranges, because 15 years. Yes, sir.
Wasn't The Undertaker's victory over Giant Gonzalez also by disqualification, though? So it wasn't technically a pinfall or a submission?
What I'm saying is, he won the match. Andre did lose matches by count and disqualification, or whatever. And the only matches he was almost guaranteed to win were Battle Royals. Never lost those. But, I have a problem with Andre's streak being fabricated, just like I have a problem with Goldberg's streak. There was no way he wrestled 170-something matches. There was just no way.
Not even including house shows?
Not including house shows. Because they would have so many shows between Thunder and Nitro, and there'd be more matches in the streak than there were shows. Unless he was wrestling like 5 times a night, it wasn't happening. Which, figure it this... Whoa, shoot. Let me figure it this way. If Goldberg's wrestling 30-second matches, that's, that's 2 minutes. 2 minutes of work.
What about, like, gauntlet matches? Would each person in the gauntlet counting as a person in the streak?
That would be something you have to ask the WCW matchmakers. Vince Russo. Eric Bischoff.
Russo wasn't booking when Goldberg debuted, though. No.
Okay, fine. Eric Bischoff and whoever else was booking back then. Hogan. All those guys. Ask them. Don't know. But Andre's streak has its flaws. Undertaker's disqualification win or not at WrestleMania 9, still a win. So I like Undertaker's better. Whose is better overall? That is up to the beauty's in the eye of the beholder, if you will. Let's see. Rexo69. Hello, Costi 18 family. I love you guys. I've been loyal to the channel ever since late summer. My question is, why is Martha Hart not letting Owen Hart in the WWE Hall of Fame? I know the story and aftermath of his death, but to me, she should let the WWE have Owen be in the Hall of Fame. We, the fans, need this, and I know it's hard on her, and she hates WWE for his death, but she needs to let the hate go, and just give people what they want and have his legacy be remembered with the fans of now, and to come and in my heart. I think Owen would want his name in the Hall of Fame because he's gone in body. We, the fans, always remember the great wrestler he is, and for years to come. Thanks, what he's trying to say. Please, you are the best, and kick the other wrestling channels' butt. Push on, and best luck with Broski of the Year and that all. Wow. We're going to have a grammar lesson for the Costi 18 Studios. I love you guys, but damn. You're asking Martha Hart to let go of the hate, to rise above the hate, if you will. I gotta throw the John Cena thing in there just because it's funny at the moment. But think about this, seriously. Owen didn't really want to be a wrestler. Owen wanted to be a firefighter. He went into the film business to make money. He was looking at the end of his career in, a couple years, and they were going to move into that house they had just bought. and live their lives out in peace. And because of a stupid stunt that was unnecessary, he was taken from her. Could you rise above that? Could you let go of that in order to let the wrestling fans, who you don't really give a shit about anyway, induct him into the Hall of Fame? Trust me, I'd love to see Owen in the Hall of Fame. I'm part of the group that JJ created for Owen to be in the Hall of Fame. But I totally understand where Martha's coming from on that. And don't think that we, as wrestling fans, should feel entitled to badger her or, get on her case and whatnot. I think that she should be entitled to her despising of Vince McMahon and WWE. Yes, sir.
I go back and forth on this quite a bit, and where I understand where she's coming from and where I don't understand where she's coming from, but at the end of the day, it's been almost 13 years.
I know.
I can understand being bitter for some time, but and granted I haven't gone through this type of drama, but there's got to be some point where you just find acceptance and you're able to move past.
It like you said, you haven't gone. It's very easy for us to say that on the outside looking in. How long did we want Brett and Vince to just let go and just, and they finally did.
13 years
later, and that's all well and good. But Brett let go of his own self being screwed, and and the whole family allowed themselves the other day to be exploited at WrestleMania 26. That was Brett always said, I'll never make it to the storyline. He went back on his own principles, and I think Martha Hart saw that and shook her head. And I think that further fueled her desire to be as far away from wrestling as possible. That's just my opinion. Let's see. Mr. RVD Fan 11. Jeff, I was thinking, in your fantasy wrestling company, would you let your women wrestlers do Playboy? P.S. I would like to know JJ's answer as well. Well, before I answer that question, because I have to take a look once again at my roster. I know some of them, but I want to have the whole group in front of me. Let's see. Women's division. Okay. Allison Danger, I think, would be uncomfortable with it. I don't think she would do it. But the rest of these girls, and Tara Calloway and Winter probably wouldn't either. It's like the main indie girls wouldn't. I'd love to see Beth Phoenix. Oh my goodness. And Buggy. She's a friend, but she's hot. Gail Kim. And Lucky O'Shea, and I'm going to get in trouble for that. More ways than one. Mickey James. Mickey's the one here that's actually posed naked, and we've all seen everything. And if she is cleaned up and, made up properly, she could look good. Natalia, Tara would look awesome as well. And then we have, let's see, JJ's company, because since they asked your opinion as well, sir. Where's your women's? There it is, ladies. Alright, you've got Allison Danger as well. The only one that's different, like we talked about, was Shaw Guerrero. And I can't imagine putting a baby like Shaw Guerrero in Playboy. That just seems just wrong to me. But,
At the end of the day, if my girls wanted to do it, I would not stand in their way.
No, of course
I would not force them into it by
Right.
any stretch of the imagination. But if I got contacted by Hef or whoever is in charge saying, hey, we would like to use so-and-so from your company in our magazine, I'd present it to them and leave it in their court.
Yeah, and that's...
At the end of the day, I'd be fine either way, because if they did do it, it's more attention to my company.
Right.
And if they don't do it, that's fine too.
Right, exactly. Alright, this is interesting. Lawson Ricky 12. Hey Jeff, what are your thoughts on the Hulk Hogan sex tape going around? P.S. Cussing Shoes for Pro Ski of the Week. Cam. No.
I also just want to point out that you've got Mickey Mouse in front of a flag.
I know. Talking about a Hulk Hogan sex tape. No. Just no. I don't even know what to say. I saw the TMZ report. I was on TMZ the other night just reading stuff, and I saw it. I was like, oh, what? What? Oh, my God. And is it like a current sex tape? Is it one with Linda? Is it how? What? How?
From what I remember reading, it is the first girl he was with post Linda, before he got with Jennifer.
Okay. I don't remember seeing her, so I don't know what she looks like. But apparently she's a brunette. I remember that much. And it's like, okay. After Linda was 2007. He was 54 years old already. And he was in decent shape, but it's still Hulk Hogan. It's wrong. Oh. I don't want to see this. To see this. And that's the last question I had today. I gotta close out on this.
My question, and just a little something food for thought for you, is this Hogan's way, whether he's involved in it directly or not directly,
right,
of beating Vivid to the punch with the whole China wrestler parody porno that's supposed to be coming out?
Yeah, because isn't there a Hogan? Yeah. Maybe. Maybe the person that has the, because I don't think Vivid is the one that has their hands on the Hogan sex tape.
No.
I think it's Wicked, if I remember right. I don't know for sure, though. Anyway, I'll leave y'all with that. I'm sorry. If you're watching this at nighttime going to sleep, visions of Hogan dancing in your heads. Dang. Alright. For the Custody Dean Studios, I am Jeff Meacham, and we'll see you next time on After the Bell.